today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City,
Harrison Butker to kick off.
It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down throw for Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Denver.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes looking middle, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
first and
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plans. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but the only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. Taken down right at him.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. Samuel bringing in the slant. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Number 86.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
That's good for a
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Got his target, Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
32.
Extra point splits the uprights. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
To number 86. Brings up 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's second and a yard. Here's Bridgewater. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.